All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today we have another watch from Boldr Supply Company. I've had quite a few watches from Boldr Supply Company here on the channel, and every time I do, they're really, really cool watches. Always been a fan of the Odyssey diver. This is a version of the Odyssey, and for those of you that always thought the Odyssey diver was a little bit too big, this might be something you're into. Now, I will tell you that these are limited edition pieces, limited to 100 in each colorway. So now it's always fun when you're doing watching YouTube reviews and the manufacturer asks you, hey, Aaron, which colorway do you want to show? And I always usually anymore what I tell them is, you go ahead and send me the one that you want to show on the channel. It just makes it funner for me. I don't know what's coming in. Now I have open this so I know what's in the box, but it just makes it funner and makes it more exciting. And then I'm not biased by picking a certain color that maybe I like more or something like that. So let's go ahead and open the box up and check this one out. So what we have in here is the Odyssey Freediver, this one being in the mint green color. Now, like I said, guys, only 100 pieces in each colorway are going to be made. Now, when I mentioned the Odyssey divers before, I mentioned the size of them. That's because they're big divers. I think they're 44 to 45 millimeters in size. This one comes in at a perfect 40 millimeter size case from side to side. It comes in at 48.5 lug tip to lug tip. Comes in around 13 millimeters of thickness from the case back to the top of the flat sapphire crystal, and you get 20 millimeter lug openings on the watch. Now, in typical Odyssey fashion, I mean, it's got this just beautiful pebble dial on it. It's got the standard Odyssey hands that you've seen on all of the Boldr Odysseys. And really, the indices, everything about this, besides the colorway, just makes it feel like another one of the Odyssey lineup. But it's nice in this 40 millimeter case. The hard industrial design of the watch is still there, these hard edges, the nice little polished chamfer here underneath. But most of this is a brushed case on this watch. The bezel is awesome on this one. Fully lumed. This has your most modern Swiss Super Luminova on it. 120 clicks here as it goes around. Now, you might complain about the color on the bezel, but this thing is loomed up like crazy, so we'll get a lume shot towards the end. Makes it a little bit hard to see that white on those indices against that silver, but like I said, loomed up very, very nicely. The second hand is sweeping very smoothly there, as you guys can see, because this is running the Miyota 9015 movement. So it's a really good, truly a high beat movement at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It is hacking and hand windable, has about a 42 hour power reserve, and it's a 24 joule movement. Also has date functionality down here at the 6 o'clock position. Now, that's one thing I have to tell you guys, even in this zoomed in state here, it is really, really difficult for me to see that date. So, I don't know if that's maybe something they should have just omitted on this model altogether. And then I guess it would have been the 9039 movement they run in there with the no date. But, it looks good, but it's going to be, at least for me, guys, it's going to be really tough to read that date with that white background down there. But it does match the indices on the dial, and it looks pretty good. The mint green, man, this is a wild, wild color. I actually love it. I love the the tropic strap on this. It looks really cool, especially in a color that matches the dial so well. Go ahead and undo this here, show you the clasp assembly here on the watch. The Boldr logo there engraved into it, and then flip it over. Now, you always have on Boldrs, and let's see if I can get the sticker off of this guy real quick here so we can get a good look at this. You generally have limited edition case backs on these watches, and I'm sure that this is a limited edition case back. Always super cool. You can see what looks like a kraken, like an octopus there holding the trident. And then just the design in that octopus is so cool. But you have Boldr Odyssey here on the back, the Freediver. 300 meters of water resistance, or basically 1,000 feet. This one is number 88 of 100. And it's running that automatic Miyota movement, of course, sapphire crystal. Quick release. Spring bars are being used here on the tropic strap, as you can see, and nice ventilation, as you would expect on a tropic strap. Very nice feeling, solid feeling tropic strap. Now, I know there's a white model, and I think maybe one of the other colors in these limited editions is orange. But if you guys are interested in these, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description. And definitely don't hesitate if you want one of these watches. Being that there's only 100 in each colorway, and I think they run around $519, so it's not an extremely high price either for the high quality you get in this watch, because Boldr watches, to be honest with you, are some of the highest quality micro brand watches I get to look at out there. They're just super sturdily built. Just everything about them is done well. Flip it over there and show you that sign crown. You can see also in this knurling in the bezel how nicely it's done with that center cut down the middle. Just definitely gives a lot of nice look to the watch. So let's go ahead and throw this one on my 7-inch wrist and then stick around for the lume shot. This one has incredible lume on it. All right, here's the Freediver 40 millimeter in all its glory on my 7-inch wrist. I love this color. This colorway is pretty wild. I don't know if I'd actually buy one this color myself, but it is definitely cool. It's definitely this cool pastel, this mint green, and I really, really do love the way it looks. Now the watch, you know, like I said, if you're into the Odyssey lineup, these Freedivers at 40 millimeter are really, really nice. I've always worn the regular size Odyssey and found it to be comfortable, but of course in 40 millimeter, me having a 7-inch wrist, this one fits me just a little bit better. So let's dim the lights and check out the really impressive lume this watch has on it. All right, so don't neglect it down here in the box, guys. This is your warranty paperwork, everything about the watch. Underneath there is a cleaning cloth, but I didn't want to neglect telling you that. There is some stuff down there in the box, but that's about it. So, all right, let's hit this thing with the light. Now, I do think that on the bezel, there might be 2 different colors of lume on here. Let's see if we can pick that up behind the camera. So, yeah, look at that. So it's got from the 12 o'clock to the 20, you've actually got a lighter color, and then you've got blue on the bezel insert here. A BGW9 you can see is being used, or some sort of a BGW9 sort of superluminova. Blue. It's blue superluminova, but really, really nice looking timepiece, and this one glows like a torch. Look at that. Really, really bright. So, all right, guys, nice watch. If you're interested in one of these, I'll leave the Boldr links down below on the website. And if you guys have not subscribed to the UFD channel yet, please do, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. All right, thanks, guys.